What's happening? What's happening? Um, I'm gonna just come out and say this. You know what I mean? It might kind of rub you the wrong way or whatever. You've been lied to, man. Like they lied to us. You know, they told us go to school. You feel me? Graduate high school, go to college, and you're gonna get a job that you like to do, that you studied in college. You're gonna work at that job for 30, 40 years, and you're gonna retire at that job, and you good. Now you can be living. Now you don't gotta go to work. Now you don't gotta go to school. Now you don't have to. Now you're free at 65 or something like that, 70. Now you're free. But how long do you got to live after retirement? You know what I'm saying? They want you, and not even counting, all that is bullshit. But let's say that was true what they saying these days in this time, to retire at 65 or whatever the fuck it is, 60, I don't know, and you good. The way shit going right now, you can't trust shit, because everybody finessing for their own benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like how I was slaving at the warehouse. Them the only jobs I ever had, warehouse jobs in my life, really. Slaving at the warehouse, I remember at one point I was making $11 at the warehouse, when minimum wage was $12. I was making under minimum wage. And that's only because they was hiring felons and people who just desperately need a job. You know what I'm saying? They would just hire them, so they was paying us crumbs, working us though. You see what I'm saying? Damn, it's hot in here. And I hope this air don't fuck up the sound quality, but slaving us, man. And if an hour go by, they give me $11. You know how much money I done made them in that hour? I was doing order selecting. You see what I'm saying? Let me put this shit back up. I was doing order selecting. You feel me? Just kind of picking orders to get shipped off, right? You know what order selecting is. And how much orders I had to pick per hour? It was a lot. And each order was a package of goods that was probably making them, I say each pick was making them $20 to $30 at least. You know what I'm saying? One pick, and put it on my cart, my pallet. And I'm getting probably a 40% of that one pick that I did, when I'm doing hella picks that hour. You know what I'm saying? Every hour I gotta do at least 60 picks, a pick a minute. Sometimes it's faster than that. So I'm making them I'm making them hella money in that hour, but they only giving me $11. And but that type of shit, that job is not a job you're gonna retire from, right? Right? But they expect for that to take care of me. And this nigga, it was people in there I know with a big family, kids and all type of shit, right? But he was a felon. He couldn't really he had to get a job ASAP, or he would have went back to the pen type shit. So they capitalize on shit like that, and it's set up like that if you pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Why would they say a felon? Why would they make it hard for felons to get jobs? I'm not a felon, but I got little record type shit, but I don't got no felonies. But why would they make it hard for felons to get jobs when they went and did their time, came home, and parole officer saying, hey, you got to get a job in a certain amount of time, or you going back to the pen? right? Why would they make it hard for you to get a job? That's crazy. Because he on the time thing where it's like, if I can't find a job in a certain amount of time, they gonna send me back. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. It should be hella easy for fellas to get jobs, because it's all type of work out, people out here who need workers, and a lot of times when people get out of being locked up in jail or something, they ain't got no money getting out. They ready to make some money. Either now, if they still doing illegal shit, they might go to that. But if they on some cool, like, legal type shit, got a family trying to provide, why ain't it hella easy for them to get some jobs? It's hot as fucking here. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I got this shit right here. You know I don't cut shit. I leave it all in. I hope y'all can appreciate that. But this shit back there, man. So after all of that shit, right? You find you a good job, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to put in work at that job so you can keep your benefits, you can build up this nest egg for retirement and all of that shit, right? But guess what? Boom, they let you go. Now you on some, you was giving them yourself, you know what I'm saying? Putting the work in, so you was relying on that job. It was keeping your lively going on, right? So when they drop you, you should automatically be able to get unemployment benefits right off the bat. I don't give a fuck if you got fired or not, because especially if you've been at that job for a long time, they won't even give you the benefits a lot of times now. You get what I'm saying? So they can just pay you crumbs. You work for them doing a good job years, they can let you go, and boom, you ain't getting even no benefits. You didn't acquire a place to live from this job. You didn't acquire transportation from this job, other things where you got to pay off and all of this shit, right? Bills. So how the fuck can't you get compensated, like for sure, if they let you go? Right? It should be like, if you work there for a certain amount of time, I don't care if you get fired, whatever, you should get your unemployment benefits so you can get paid until you get back on your feet, get another job. But these motherfuckers, man, the system, that's what I'm saying. They lied to you. This is the lie right here. That they really give a fuck. That the government really give a fuck. Right? That your city council or whatever really give a fuck, or that the fucking state governor or whatever the fuck really gives a fuck. Everybody finessing you for their benefit, including me. I mean, everybody. I got finessed. Hell, in my life, I got finessed. That's another video I'm gonna talk about, like the propaganda that people put out there. Like, it's to catch you in that web. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, even like wanting to be a rapper, right? That was created. Yeah, it was created in the hood. It was created by whoever the fuck. But the people put it in your face, nationwide, worldwide, to catch you in a net. You know why? Know how? They only put the music out there that would make you react how they want you to react. Violence, drugs, promiscuous activities, right? Buying hella liquor all the time, right? Everything they put out there is for their benefit. If you commit violence off of all of the shit you influenced off of, you fuck around and go to jail, and that's where they make their money too. If you drink a lot, like the music promotes, you're gonna go buy liquor from who? From them, right? From their companies, who they got money tied into, right? If you are promiscuous and whatever the fuck, right? You gonna go out there and you gonna fuck around and catch something, or you gonna fuck around and have babies or whatever, And what you gonna do? You gonna either turn around and you gonna have to go to the hospital for whatever the fuck reasons, which they make the money from that. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways to catch your ass in the trap. Hella fucking ways. And we think it's just like normal, like, oh, no, they putting shit in our face. They used to promote heavily to go to college. They had parents hypnotized, like, hey, my kid going to college, right? When they devote their whole life to send their kid to college and give up all their money they saved to send their kid to college. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just, when you could take a small fraction of that money and buy the books yourself and teach and learn what you're trying to do. But you know what? They made it to where you gotta have these certificates that they created to get these certain jobs. I can't just have the knowledge myself. I need to show, like, hey, I went to this place to get the knowledge. It's all finesse. They finessing. So this is what we gotta do, man. We gotta start finessing and not giving a fuck. Get grimy. Get slick. You see what I'm saying? Get some hustler in you. Get some I don't give a fuck in you. Right? If you gotta finesse where you work at, if you getting finesse, figure out a way to finesse them in some way. I'm not saying commit no crimes. Figure out a way to finesse, because the guilt you feel for maybe taking a day off and all of that, man, fuck that guilt. Fuck them. Really, they finessing you. Get all your days off. Get whatever the fuck you need to get for you to feel cool in your life, because you're gonna get finessed in life. That's how the system's set up. But if you doing some finessing, you can get further at least. Right? Learn how to finesse. Learn how to sell. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm learning. How to sell. How to market. You know what I'm saying? How to manipulate a motherfucker for my benefit. These are the things that they doing and they learn and mastered. Learn how to build a tribe. Learn how to lead an organization. Learn this stuff, because or you gonna stay getting finessed, man. Straight up. Let's see what we gonna say in the comments.